31, vlog number 31. I am more than happy how things are progressing and moving in my professional career, as well as with Miguelito's newfound life journey. I spoke to John, his trainer, this morning on when they're meeting next, and they're meeting tomorrow for another grueling session in the warehouse. So I'm excited because that's strength training, the stuff that Miguelito needed about once or twice a week, and that's what he's getting. He's going after it. He's investing in himself. He's cutting all the crap, all the excuses, and throwing them out the window and actually aiming for what he wants. Speaking about in regards to excuses, I had a conversation today with an athlete of mine, and there's a couple things that he stated that really dug down deep got under my skin, but it's not his fault in the way he said it or the way it came out to be. That's just his mentality, because he was taught completely different. Without giving too much information or without giving too much of I guess a backstory, because I really don't want to get into it. It's one of those things where someone has not learned to sacrifice enough for what they want. They want something, but they just kind of want it. They don't really want it. And they kind of expect it because they see other people that they have it, but they miss. They completely miss the grind. They completely miss the hustle. They completely miss the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to get to that point. For example, just speaking on behalf of me being a triathlete and doing what I do as a profession, his response to me doing it is like, I get paid to do it, which one, I don't, and two, I mean, what about the years it took me to get there? It wasn't like somebody just handed that. So it kind of undermines a little bit of the hard work and the sacrifice that we as athletes or human beings or professionals in whatever the career we have chosen sacrifice to get to that point. And again, it wasn't that he meant it in a way where he's trying to be hurtful. It's just how he sees it, and unfortunately the way he sees it is a little undermining. I don't think he knows the process, and he hasn't been in the process long enough to feel the grind and the hustle. So you have a kid that wants to be good at something, be successful in some shape, way, or form, but doesn't want to put in the work, doesn't want to sacrifice the friends, doesn't want to sacrifice the money, doesn't want to sacrifice sleep, doesn't want to sacrifice hunger itself, because he's not hungry enough in what he wants to be. Whether it is swimming in college or being fit or just being better than other people is also a goal. He just doesn't want to be a nobody. And good. That's how it starts. You just want something, but the road, man, it takes so much to get to success. Whatever your line of success might be. Maybe some people are successful just the way they are, and that's fine. Excellent. But if you're claiming to be this amount of successful and it takes all this to get there, you one thing is wanting and one thing is doing. So it's just one of those conversations where they haven't seen the struggle, they haven't seen the efforts, they haven't seen nothing. So it seems easy to them. Well, I can do it. But it gave them a little perspective on, like, times, for example, what these pros are doing in a 750 meter swim and in a also like in a mile swim open water. And it's not just times, it's just how much you have to do. And majority of it is, what are you doing outside of the sport itself? Like I keep saying to Miguelito, it's like, yeah, you're working and you're exercising, but what are you eating? How are you recovering? What are you doing to supplement that and make that better? So it's not always, let me kill it in the session day in and day out. It's let me kill it in the kitchen day in and day out. Let me kill it in my resting day in and day out. Let me eat a little cleaner. Let me not go out and lose sleep when I know I have to get up the next morning and actually get something done. So that's kind of the thing I want to portray to my young athletes, and also like Miguelito. It's like, it's not just what you're doing at the moment at those 30 minutes of training, those 1 to 2 hours of training. What are you doing in the kitchen? You're consistently feeding yourself. You're consistently giving your body all this stuff. What are you giving it? That's what matters. Or what are you doing when you're sleeping? Like, are you going to bed late and waking up early? Are you on your phone? Or are you not sacrificing social media just that enough that you can go to bed 15 to 20, 30 minutes earlier or an hour earlier? Because I play on my phone too at night sometimes. So it's just one of those things where I had this conversation with a kid, and it kind of applies to Miguelito, and it kind of applies to me, and it applies to a lot of people in life. What are you willing to sacrifice for your goals? And will you do it? Will you sacrifice it? Again, one thing is wanting, but showing it and going after it is a completely different animal within itself. It's sacrifice, a lot of sacrifice. There's no way around it. There's no way around hard work. You have to do it. You have to give everything, or else, just if you're content with what you have, the way you have it, then good, excellent, and no one can bash you for it. But if you want more and you're not getting it because you're complacent with what you're doing, but it's not enough to get you to what you want, then I'm gonna be there, not judging but critiquing and criticizing, because you're undermining what a lot of other people are doing, or what you are capable of doing yourself. So those are my 2 cents of the day. Like I said, it all ties in with what my young athletes are doing and what they're reaching for, and what Miguelito's trying to do, and what I'm trying to do myself. It's a lot of it is behind the scenes. What are you doing? What sacrifices are you making at the back of everything to help supplement and make those moments, those sessions count to their full and maximum potential? So I went on a rant, and it all ties in together, because I think we all as athletes or human beings or professionals are trying to be professional at what we're going to do. Sacrifice is one of those things that we all must be comfortable with doing and willing to do to succeed. So again, everything's dandy. Had a good run this morning. I'm about to go right now to do a swim. I'm really excited. I love what I do, and I love the process. So day number 31, vlog number 31, we're kicking it, we're killing it. Middle of the week, we got a fun race this weekend in New York. Miguelito has fun adventures the rest of the week. So let's keep moving and not be lazy.